guys, welcome back to Live Your Style. I'm Sharrah, and today we are gonna pick back up on a series that I started last year called Finding Your Design Style. If you guys know, we have already gone through a ton of different design styles. There's a main video that helps you discover what the heck your design style is. We have already gone into farmhouse, we've gone into coastal, we've gone into glam, we've gone into boho, we've gone into mid-century modern. We've got some contemporary and traditional coming, but today we have, you already know because you read the title, Scandinavian and Minimalist. Okay, so just like how in coastal I kind of differentiated between the California coastal and the beachy, Florida beachy style, Minimalist and Scandinavian are not exactly the same, but they are very, very similar in a lot of ways. And as we go through some stores today, I'm gonna show you guys kind of the difference so you kind of know how to figure out which one's which. Did anyone notice anything new? Yeah. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I actually did a really cool little Instagram story the other day. I showed you guys how to transform a normal hardwired chandelier or pendant that usually has to be like, you know, electrical wired into the ceiling. I showed you guys how to transform that into an actual plug into the wall option. If you guys know how to do that, you can really start to make your spaces feel really custom, even if you're just renting like we are. So if you guys want to check that out, go over to my Instagram at Sharrah Stevens and click on the, I think it's called pendant trick. So without further ado, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, why not join the Live Your Style family? And let's get started. Okay, Scout, here's the deal. I have to film this video and then I'll take you outside and we'll go to the park with a ball. So the first thing you want to be looking for when you guys are looking for Scandinavian and minimalist design aesthetic decor pieces is an earthy and neutral color palette. Now, Scandinavian is definitely more neutral and earthy, and minimalism is more black and white and a little bit cooler vibes as far as like steel, metal, not a ton of rattan woods and like natural fibers. Does that make sense? Hopefully. You'll see a lot of those natural fibers and natural color palettes coming in through pillows and vases, and also a lot of different baskets. Even in artwork, like these ones I found at Target. Remember how I told you that minimalism and Scandinavian designs are similar but different? So basically the main difference is minimalist designs are gonna be a little bit more like industrial materials, so steel and maybe wood, and very clean lines, like this guy right here. Kind of touches a little bit into modern and maybe a little bit into mid-century, but it's not quite as retro as mid-century. And a big key component to this being a minimalist piece is because it is simple, it is very clean and geometric, and there is black and white in it. This piece here, doesn't this just feel like something you'd see like in Greenland, Iceland? It's very Nordic feeling, and it has the natural wood frame, and it has a lot of earthy tones. This would be a nice piece to put in a Scandinavian, maybe even Scandinavian farmhouse. If you liked both of those, this would fit really well. I love these dining chairs that I found on Wayfair and Overstock.com. These are some really, really great selections for both the minimalism style and the Scandinavian style. And a good example of the difference between minimalist and Scandinavian when it comes to furniture is these two different coffee tables that I found at Target. This is super Scandinavian. It's very skinny, thin lines, very streamlined. You've got your white and you have your like almost blonde, like balsam wood color, and it has curved edges, just very Scandi. These end tables are very minimalist, clean lines. They're made out of metal and they're black. The second component of Scandinavian design style and also minimalist style is lighting. The lighting kind of like vibe and style is really, really important in a Scandinavian home because they are all about light and bright and kind of air flowy moments. Even though a lot of like the Scandinavian styles themselves in Scandinavian towns are very cold and wintry. I think that's maybe why they put such a big emphasis on it, but it's all about brightening and warming up the space. And they do that by using a lot of rattan type fixtures like this one that I have here that I found at Target. It's made out of like a wicker rattan and very modern in shape, very clean lines, and really does capture the eye and is a great focal point to any space. And also a lot of the minimalist styles are gonna be, again, a little bit more on the cooler tones, more metal focused, maybe stainless steel or like a lacquered black half dome light fixture pendant like I found at Target here. You'll see this is a brass pendant. Very simple, clean, modern with its shape, but then also it has a lot of the metal in it, which is definitely more of a minimalist style, and it goes really well with black. You have some really clean, modern lines here, but down below, this is also honestly very Scandinavian, but also could be very minimalist. It's a white lacquer, not super high shine, but more of a white matte metal finish, which could go with Scandinavian because it could match really well with like a natural color palette, but also could be very minimalist because it's more of an industrial type material and has that lacquered finish to it. I also found some really cool pendants on Wayfair and Overstock. One of them was black, but it had like a wood trim. Another one looked like it was like a gray cement with like a light wood trim. Both of those would go great with both minimalist and with Scandinavian. These mirrors that I found at Target had a really great light wood trim around them, and I thought they were perfect for both Scandinavian and minimalist style. Which leads me to point number 3, which is light wood. Okay, so this is like a weathered wood mirror. It actually is an easel mirror, which is cool. So it's a floor mirror. You don't have to hang it on a wall or a door. This color and shade of wood stain is very Scandinavian. Whereas if you were to get one that was more minimalist, you could still use this kind of mirror. But what would be more true minimalist is if it were maybe a black lacquered wood or maybe even like a stainless steel framed mirror. But this would go with both. You can incorporate a lot of the light wood elements in things like dining chairs or things like coffee tables. You can also be looking for like a low to the ground platform bed and maybe going beyond just wood and getting things that have the color or the appearance of light wood, like this really adorable circle round rug. It's a natural fiber, but it totally gives off an appearance of wood or like that light birchy colored wood, which I think is great. In terms of furniture, this is a big one. You want to find pieces of furniture that are just very simple, but also very detailed in their own style. So you don't want a lot of the curly Q ends. You don't necessarily want chunky. You want it to kind of be skinny legs or kind of rounded dowel legs. Kind of like my dining chairs, actually. These are very Scandinavian. They are very simple, but still very intricate and still very advanced in the design aesthetic. In a very simple kind of layout and color palette and design aesthetic, you still want something to be kind of fun. And you can achieve that within these styles by getting intricate designed, straight, simple lined furniture. Like some of these woven chairs or this really cool leather chair that I found on Wayfair or Overstock, one of those two. I'll link them below, don't worry. You can also incorporate straight lines in artwork. You can also find it in some of those like they almost look like half moon wall hangs. Usually it's gonna either be in wood. If you want it to be more minimalist, again, you'll find some that are in brass or more metal. You can also achieve the clean line, straight line style in your home by bringing in a rug that has a similar pattern with clean lines, like the ones I found at Target. Okay, so this rug right here is very, I don't know, Scandinavian. Ooh, this one is too, actually. Natural kind of wool, good color palette, grays, earthy tones. Now, if you wanted to mix it up and go a little bit more minimalist, you could still do this rug, but what would be better is the darker version because this is gonna bring in some of those charcoal tones and just kind of make it a little more dramatic. And again, the major difference, if you really want to differentiate between the minimalist style and the Scandinavian style, is the finish. So while this particular chair that I found on Wayfair's website was definitely more Scandinavian because it has woven wood or rattan wood, this other chair that I found that's similar in shape and lines is totally minimalist because it's black lacquer and it just gives off a much cooler, streamlined, modern take, which fits within the minimalist category. The fifth component of a minimalist Scandinavian style are very simple, very minimal design accents. So less is more with both of these styles. You really want to find materials that are made out of maybe ceramic or clay that have a very simple shape to them. They could be slightly curved or they could just be straight lines again. But the important component is that they do not have a ton of decor or design on them. They're pretty simple. They may even just be solid one color like white or maybe a terracotta color. And you also want to incorporate some natural elements. So something like this really great cork basket. This is very Scandinavian. It's made out of cork. It's very simple, very sleek, very organic, and great color palette. Plants and greenery are definitely a growing trend within both minimalist and Scandinavian. And then obviously you need planters if you're gonna have plants. I love the two planters here that I found at Target. They look great for the minimalist style. Okay, so these are very minimalist little plant stands because they have more of a metal white and black finish as opposed to wood, but they're very clean, very simple, not a lot of clutter, and not a lot of pattern going on. So these would be great. However, these up here are gonna be a lot more Scandinavian because they're stone, they're natural, they have some geometric patterns, and they're very simple in their color. These are very organic. They are raw wood planters. Great color, great texture, very Scandinavian. Decorating with wood accents like these cute little wood cups and bowls and spoons that I found. Actually, I think they were called wood scoops, whatever that means. Okay, these are super Scandinavian. I mean, there's a black one in here, but look how cute these are. They're little scoops. You probably will never use these in real life. However, they're great for decor, especially in the kitchen or in a bookshelf. And look at these little bowls. Target's got a lot of Scandinavian little wood decor pieces right now in the Hearth and Hand section. Check them out. But they are a great way to bring in something that is kind of functional, but also very minimal, clean lines, and organic at the same time. You could decorate your kitchen shelves with these. You could put them on bookshelves in the living room. The opportunities are endless. Sheepskin rugs are definitely Scandinavian. They just add a natural, cozy touch, and they just bring some nice organic warmth to a space, which is great. Okay, you guys, I hope you guys loved this video, and if you guys are Scandinavian or minimalist, I hope that this was really helpful and kind of showed you guys some really great options of things that you can use in your spaces. Again, anything that I found in store, I am going to link below if it's available, or if I can find any dupes and things that are similar, I will try to get those products available for you guys to shop online. And if you guys do love my pendant chandelier that I have here, I actually got it at Target. So I'm gonna link it below. You guys can check out Instagram and learn how to fix the wiring so you don't have to put it into your ceiling if you can't do that yet. I hope you guys love this video. Make sure you guys thumbs it up. And I was gonna tell you one other thing. What was I gonna tell you? I remembered. If you guys have not yet seen the other design styles, it's really rare that you are just one design style. In fact, maybe that's like another series we do, or a blog series or something, but it's really rare that you're just gonna be minimalist, or just gonna be farmhouse, or just gonna be boho. Sometimes you are a blend of two or maybe even three. And so I think maybe we'll do some more videos on how to blend those different styles. And if you guys wanna see that, leave a comment below what two design styles you guys think that you are. And then if you need help, just write in the comment that you would love to see a video on how to blend those two specific design styles. And we'll see what kind of pairings we get, and maybe we'll do a video on that. Who knows? Okay guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.